Hi, everybody. This is Tammy with the Forgiveness Connection, and I'm coming to you live for your episode number 70 of Forgiveness on the Fly. Tonight, we're going to talk about burnout. I got a call from a colleague, or actually an instant message, and she was like, let's do burnout. That's a topic, and just how to manage your schedule, being a great mom, a great healer, and showing up for our clients all at the same time. So let's go ahead and begin with some affirmations I would do here in the office if somebody came in and they were dealing with burnout. Okay? I forgive myself for believing I have to do more. Deep breath in. I forgive myself for the times I can't balance my home and my work life and being on call and having good boundaries with saying no. Deep breath in. I forgive myself for believing it's always going to be this way in my life. I'm always going to struggle with my priorities and making everybody feel like I'm there for them, and letting go of being able to be a superwoman and do everything for everybody. Deep breath in. I forgive myself for the patterns in my life that have me overachieving and taking action out of pride because I need people to need me. Deep breath in. I forgive myself for believing I can't say no, and if I say no, my business will suffer. Deep breath in. I forgive myself for doing everything so that I don't get let down when my partner doesn't do more. Deep breath in. I forgive myself for the patterns of overdoing in my life and being a workaholic that I step into in times of stress or in times of hardship in my family, where I don't want to sit and look at what's happening at home. So instead, I'll work harder and I'll get more clients, and I will disassociate from the problem at home so that I can do something that feels good and people need me, and that makes me feel good to think that I need people to need me. Deep breath in. I forgive myself for believing this can't change in my life, and I can't step out of the space of taking more clients out of pride or more clients out of needing them to need me so that I can secure their space in my life so I don't have to feel bad about me. Deep breath in. I forgive the situations in my past and the times I did have to do it on my own, the times I was a single mom, and the times I was the only breadwinner, and that upped the ante for me in this belief that I need people to need me so that I can always keep my office full and I can get this sense of accomplishment and sense of pride that I have met from outside of my family and outside of myself, so I don't have to truly address how I feel about me or the problems that are happening in my home. Deep breath in. I forgive myself for all of the times I was burned out and I just kept going and I pretended like I was okay and I didn't get the help I needed or the rest I needed, and I wasn't in a good space. Deep breath in. I forgive myself for not wanting to look and act vulnerable because it makes me feel like I'm not good enough, and it makes me feel in danger of losing my business, losing maybe losing this status I feel like I have over other people, that I'm the one that always has it together. When the real truth is, none of us really ever always has it together. Deep breath in. I call up all of the shame of being broken or not having it together or being burned out and still doing my work and still acting like I'm fine. And I release all of that shame, all of that negativity out of every cell of my mind, body, and spirit. And I release it all to God. Deep breath in. I ask God to forgive me for the space of idolatry to my work that I stand in when I believe I'm the only one that can make it better, or I believe I'm solving this problem for the person, or I believe that they need to come to me as a client, when the real truth is I'm doing the work of God, and I'll receive any clients He brings me, and the rest of them, there are other practitioners for them to go to. Deep breath in. I love and accept myself being honest about burnout. Deep breath in. I tell the truth about my own mental health and my own struggles, and that normalizes it to other people, and that opens massive space where really successful people feel like they can still come to therapy, where people learn to ask for help, where people are brought together by this idea that we've all been through tough struggles and we should be there for one another, building each other up versus tearing each other down. Deep breath in. I give the other people in my life, the clients and my friends and my family, permission to forgive me for the times I didn't show up good for anybody. I was just going through the motions, making it through my day, and I really should have been resting or referring people out, and I wasn't. I was just trying to do it all and act like Superwoman. Deep breath in. I love and accept myself settling into a time of rest and rejuvenation along the way, not waiting until I get through the next week or the next month or the next year to rest. When rest is truly built into God's plan for me along the way. Deep breath in. I love and accept myself saying no. Deep breath in. I recognize out loud this whole concept of vicarious traumatization, that you can't be in the trauma of other people, listening to the trauma of other people without being affected in your mind, body, and spirit as well. And I take note of the traumatic stories I'm hearing over and over again, the traumatic births that I've witnessed, the traumatic marriage breakups that I've seen, the traumatic events that I hear about and learn about as a therapist or a helping professional. And I recognize that that's affecting me. And I take note of my own mental health and where I'm at physically, emotionally, and spiritually. And I feed myself. I get the help I need. I rest. I eat well. I take care of my body. And that makes me be able to show up putting my oxygen mask on first before I put the one on for the people beside me. And deep breath in. I love and accept myself letting go. Deep breath in. One more deep breath in. All right, guys, that's it for tonight. Those were your affirmations for burnout and recognizing burnout and stepping out of this prideful space where I try to do it all and be it all for everyone, and taking note of my own mental health and how I'm doing and resting as I go. Thanks again for tuning in tonight. Thanks to my colleague for giving that burnout as a topic. Remember, guys, healing and forgiveness work really is the key to total healing in your life, and I'd love to work with you. Stay tuned for another episode of Forgiveness on the Fly. Have a great evening. Bye.